In the shadowed forests of Realm 1135, a small half-human, half-wolf boy howled at the moon, gnawing on a squirrel leg, his name Darkwolf. He didn't know who his parents were. All he knew was that he had claws sharper than gossip and world chat, and hair that defied gravity. One stormy night, a beam of red light sliced through the clouds. It was Shizumura, the immortal Chinese warrior from the Forsaken Empire, riding on a tiger made of lightning. He was out on his usual midnight patrol looking for trouble, or maybe just something dramatic to do. That's when he saw it, a small pup boy wrestling a tree stump and growling, "Call me weak again, you piece of wood." Shizumura blinked. This one's got spirit. He picked the boy up by the scruff of his neck. "You're coming with me, little beast. We'll teach you to fight like a Forsaken, not like those AMK poets." And thus began Darkwolf's new life inside the great fortress of the Forsaken Empire. Under the elders of the Forsaken, Darkwolf grew into a warrior of terrifying beauty. His abs looked carved by divine lag spikes. His claws could shred through armor and fabric alike, which was unfortunate for the tailor. Shizumura watched him train, puzzled. The boy's face, the way he dramatically flipped his hair, the random poetry he muttered during sparring. It all felt oddly familiar. One day he turned to the elders and said, "Does anyone else notice he looks like a young AMK wolf, minus the glitter?" The elders nodded gravely. "Yes, but don't tell him that. We don't want another warrior spending all day writing poems about their feelings." Darkwolf, overhearing this, growled, "I'm no poet, I'm a killer," and then immediately wrote in his journal, "Moonlight tastes like destiny." Years later, a new warrior arrived at the Forsaken Gates, Papichulo, the hairy-chested, ever-smiling legend from the FSE Alliance. His chest hair alone could have its own zip code. His armor glistened with oil and courage. He approached Darkwolf during sparring and said with a wink, "You fight with fury, but not with feeling, little wolf. Let me teach you the fist of love." Darkwolf squinted. "Sounds suspiciously poetic." Papichulo smirked. "Everything worth fighting for is." The training was intense. The fist of love required passion, rhythm, and a surprising amount of body contact. Day after day they sparred, fists clashing, sweat flying, Shizumura face-palming in the background. Soon the entire Forsaken courtyard was whispering, "Have you seen Darkwolf and Papichulo sparring under the moonlight again? That's not just training, and that's choreography." One evening, while Shizumura meditated under a cherry blossom tree, he was struck by a vision, a rainbow bursting from the AMK castle and forming the shape of a wolf's head. The prophecy hit him like a lag spike. Darkwolf wasn't just some random pup. He was the long-lost son of AMK Wolf, the Alliance's flamboyant poetry-writing leader. Shizumura gasped. It all makes sense. The dramatic monologues, the perfect fur care routine. He ran to tell Darkwolf the truth. "Child, you are the son of Wolf, leader of AMK, the man whose armor is made entirely of sequins." Darkwolf froze. "Wait, you mean the rainbow guy who cries in world chat?" Shizumura nodded solemnly. Darkwolf sighed, looked at his reflection in the pond, and realized he'd already fallen in love with a hairy-chested warrior named Papichulo. "I guess destiny can't be escaped," he whispered. Papichulo appeared behind him, shirtless as always. "Nor should it be, mi amor. Let us fight for love." The Battle of the Heart. When AMK and the Forsaken Empire finally faced off on the battlefield, Darkwolf stood between them, claws glowing, heart pounding. On one side, his father Wolf yelled, "Son, join me, and we'll write poetry together under the rainbow banners." On the other, Papichulo flexed. "Darkwolf, use the fist of love," Darkwolf roared, lightning flashing across the sky. "I am both killer and lover. I am Forsaken and AMK, I am Darkwolf." With one mighty blow of the fist of love, he sent shockwaves across Realm 1135, turning enemies into allies and soldiers into interpretive dancers. The war ended not in blood, but in a grand musical number none would forget. And so it was written in the chronicles of war and order. The boy who was raised to not be like his father became twice the legend. Shizumura just shook his head and said, "Next time I'm rescuing a cat."